The future of the Idoneth was at risk. The vast sum of their population was born of fleeting souls. Most would not see a day past childbirth without a soul with sufficient animus to sustain them. The remaining Cythai and the few Idoneth born with true souls would dedicate themselves to solving this curse. They first had to address how to structure their society. Every Idoneth birth, true or half-souled parents had the same chance of producing a Namarti. The Namarti, those Idoneth born with fleeting souls, were ill-suited by Idoneth standards to lead their people or hold status of great import. They were born blind and lived paltry lives. Excellence and guidance would be left to those born without such afflictions. As such, the Namarti were subjected to tasks as laborers and craftsmen. The most physically fit would lend their aid to the military. However, those Namarti battalions suffer the most casualties in battle. The Namarti spend their lives marked by eldritch runes and iron collars clasped around their neck, a reminder to all of the harrowing experience of soul transference these lesser souls are subjected to. The True Souled and Cythai would rule over Idoneth society, but they too would be divided into a caste system. Each Idoneth enclave is ruled by Achillean or Isharan caste. Some enclaves lean more into one caste than the other, but the composition of what determines who goes where remains relatively similar. The Isharan are elves that have shown some great prowess at birth. They are placed in temples of learning known as Turskul. There they earn the art of magically manipulating nature for city building, healing the sick and injured, soul harvesting, and lending their destructive aid in war. Isharan are also the Idoneth most dedicated to solving the curse which resides within their people's afflicted souls. Their council is instrumental in one day leading the Idoneth to a brighter future, one that turns away from the necessary dark practices of soul thievery. To protect their enclaves and also harvest those souls, the Achillean caste make up the military might of the Idoneth Deepkin. These true-souled warrior elite attend schools known as Azadrazers in their formative years, learning military tactics and statecraft. It is here too that Achilleans are taught to have a cold demeanor to the mortals they raid. There is no room for remorse for their actions. The secrecy of the Idoneth demands it. The Achillean are notorious for striking suddenly and retreating just as quickly before their prey can even comprehend what happened. They rage into battle on the back of Fangmora eels with lightning-infused javelins, shred through forces on the back of Alapec sharks with harpoon gunners seated on its back, and massive Leviathan turtles that slam through enemy garrisons. The kings and queens of these enclaves ride on the back of deadly deepmares, the unicorns of the sea. Achillean culture dictates that their true-souled cadets rise through the ranks through deed and not inheritance. No family is safe from the withering curse, and only the most capable rise through the ranks. And it is with this structure the Idoneth are set to secure their own defenses and harbor a capable force for soul raiding. But how do they bring the sea creatures with them on land? Next video will cover what it means to encounter the Idoneth Deepkin in battle.